Gandhi's leadership and philosophy. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, popularly known as Mahatma Gandhi, was a prominent figure in the Indian independence movement and a renowned leader of the 20th century. Born in Porbandar, Gujarat, India in 1869, Gandhi grew up in a devout Hindu family and was deeply influenced by the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita and other Hindu scriptures. Gandhi studied law in England and practiced as a lawyer in South Africa, where he first became involved in political activism. He was appalled by the discrimination and violence faced by the Indian community in South Africa, and this experience shaped his political views and his approach to nonviolent resistance. In 1915, Gandhi returned to India and began his campaign for Indian independence from British colonial rule. He was a strong advocate of nonviolence, civil disobedience, and satyagraha, a Sanskrit term meaning insistence on truth. Gandhi believed that through nonviolent resistance, Indians could force the British to leave India and establish a sovereign nation. Gandhi's philosophy of nonviolence and his leadership in the Indian independence movement inspired millions of people around the world. He famously led a number of peaceful protests and demonstrations, including the Salt March in 1930, in which he and thousands of supporters walked over 200 miles to the Arabian Sea to make their own salt in defiance of a British salt tax. Despite facing imprisonment and violent repression, Gandhi remained committed to his principles of nonviolence and continued to lead the Indian independence movement. His tireless efforts and leadership eventually led to India's independence from British rule in 1947. Gandhi's influence extended far beyond India, and he is widely regarded as one of the most important and influential leaders of the 20th century. His approach to nonviolent resistance inspired civil rights leaders such as Martin Luther King Jr. and Nelson Mandela, and his philosophy of nonviolence has been adopted by activists and movements around the world. In addition to his political activism, Gandhi was also a spiritual leader and philosopher. He believed in the importance of living a simple, self-sufficient life, and he promoted the ideals of vegetarianism, ahimsa, nonviolence, and the importance of daily prayer and meditation. Gandhi was assassinated by a Hindu nationalist in 1948, but his legacy has continued to inspire people around the world. He remains a symbol of hope, courage, and the power of nonviolent resistance to bring about social and political change.